All right, what are we going to start with? Hello, everyone. Hello, world. What is going on? We're going to go funk, back and track. That's how we're starting the day today. We are going to be going in G. All right. Cash Bailey, how you going, my friend? Not big on this funk. All right, let's go a different one. Let's go different. That's better. Oh, how you going, my friend? How's your day so far? Ah. Dude, I'm not having much luck on the backing tracks today. I've not enjoyed them. Here we go. Hey, Noel. All right. Dude, I'm not having much luck with the backing tracks. I'm not jamming with them. I'm not liking them. So we'll see how it goes. We'll start again. We'll start again. Playing the 5-string today. Yeah, I don't know what made me play it. Gonna add for Star Wars. All right, that's probably better. Lots of mistakes today. Reharmonizing. Here you go, Jake. You do like a high chromatic, right? I might change to the bridge pickup. One of the interesting things, talking about like pickups. So one of the things too is we get very familiar with the way we're playing. So for me, I always tend to use both. So I need to kind of. Do you have some kind of limiter, or it depends, man? It's to do with YouTube, to be honest. YouTube's had a lot of stuff going on. It actually deactivated the wide spectrum on the stuff. So that was a whole new thing that they did, which was really good and hasn't annoyed a lot of content creators. Yeah, I'll take some requests today. Depends what you got. LA Rocket. Oh, that's a big smile. Watch out. Watch out. You're not going to get tired, mate. Watch out. Thank you. Hey, Touch. It says Frosty Trip Hop Jam. I don't even know what that means. One of your fans, thanks, dude. That's a cool shape. Hang on. I should start writing stuff today, really. How to play that? That sounds cool. Anyway, if anyone has any music suggestions, let's dive into it. Let's have a talk about anything. We can look at some music together. All the rest. All the rest. I found that live streams have been very slow lately. Very, very, very slow. But that's okay. Hello. Hey, Gooey. How you going, dude? Hey, my friend. Happy birthday for tomorrow. Dark Sat. Huh. Interesting, huh? Hey, Darkside, with Rickenbackers, the Rickenbackers, do you typically use both, or do you use like a single one, or what? Chris is the only bassist. There's tons of bassists that use a pick. Tons and tons and tons. I should practice with a pick more for the hybrid picking stuff. Pretty cool. Yeah, so what's the sound we're talking about? Rickenbackers are expensive. I think all kind of good quality musical instruments are expensive these days. There's lots of like things you can do to improve cheap basses and whatnot. What does the second output do? So I'm assuming you have a normal one. What's the second one? Hello, hey, terrible code player. Fold and Close by J. Cole. Fold and Close. I don't know. Who's J. Cole? Why do you play multi-scale? Can I play multi-scale? So I've got two multi-scale basses and I've got a normal one. So the thing is with multi-scale, you've got more tension for the low end, for the low B. I wouldn't get a multi-scale 4-string. That doesn't make sense to me as a player. However, with the low string being the B, you want as much tension on there as possible. I didn't know whether I was going to be in a kind of like death metal or a country band. I ended up being in a country band. So I kind of wanted a bass that'd do everything. What kind of bass do you have? So you send the next note bass out in the bridge to a... Oh, right. I'm going to try Lounger. Something like that. Can't remember it. And got Rocket. He just came in. There we go. There he is. Hiding behind me. Plus, Fans Reds are super comfy. I don't find it's a comfort thing for me. I'm not saying it's not for you. Puppy, yeah, he's there. He's chilling. I don't find the comfort thing a thing. I'm comfortable on anything, you know. It doesn't bother me so much. I haven't played much 6-string, but I do wonder sometimes if it'd be too big for me because I'm a small guy. So that's something I definitely want to explore. Are you itchy? Hi, Richie. Your ear's very warm. Can you watch out for the bases, please? Please? I haven't got any treats. Mr. Man. He's happy. He's in a good mood. What you doing? You gonna lay there? Where is he? There he is. I made a band and got 20 people at my first concert. Is that good? Depends. What was the first concert? Tell me all about it. The Abstinent Bachelor. You could have a crowd of 1,000 people and they all boo you, so it's about context, right? Real Aristotle. My friend was shocked that you can start driver's training at. It's 16 years where I am, so we only 3. Play bass with 3 bands, awesome, dude. One of the things that's interesting is like, no, I haven't played Swap Meet actually. We played our song called. What genre are you? Yeah, that's YouTube, dude. That fluctuates the sound, which is a major thing. That 100% is YouTube, and we're a metal band. Cool. What genre of metal, in particular? Once played a show for 5 years. Yeah, I've played for small crowds. I've played to no one before. Yeah, lots of people are reporting problems with YouTube live streams at the moment. So, here's what it is. Do you want to go out? Take Rocket out. He wants to go out, so I'll do that. I'll be back in like literally 10 seconds. And we are back. Bass sounds fun to me. Yeah, I think it is. What is your band name? Are you talking to me or are you talking to someone else? Last time I played it was 1,500 people. First show was like 80. Darkside, I actually heard you played to 15 million people. To you, I've been in heaps of bands. I'm playing for a guy called Brett Gannon at the moment, who is a country artist. So Brett's got an interesting story, particularly by modern standards. Is Brett is a full-time musician, full-time country artist, but he doesn't have much on social media, which is very foreign, very strange. And it was so strange that I actually thought it was like a scam at first. Because I was like, who in this day and age can be a professional musician with all that? 15.5. Yeah, who's counting though, right? Who's counting? 15.5. That was, I just wanted some room for error, mate. I didn't know whether it was going to swing between 15 million, 15.5 million, or alternatively 14,000, 14,999,999. Country bass hard. I don't find really anything on bass hard, to be honest. It doesn't sound it. It depends. Like, there's some things like that kind of thing that's not hard at all. But there's other things where there's a Keith Urban song we have to do, and it's not necessarily hard. You just have to be really tight with the drummer, like little triplets. And if you're not warmed up and bang on, it sounds terrible. Yeah, 16 million is just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. It definitely wouldn't be that much. Smell that turns out full for hertz. I wouldn't know. Get that 5-string. Don't tell me what to do, Nick. Actually, my most requested bass that I play is I should do more band practice videos. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. We did a couple of shows on the weekend. Yeah, I try not to. When I'm at band practice, I have to drive like 4 or 5 hours up, 4 or 5 hours back. So it's kind of difficult to record at the best of times. Fives are where it's at. What do you have against 5 strings, actually? What's wrong with a 5-string bass? Yeah, everyone loves the Black Eagle. Mental health can be achieved playing it less sugar, back in with the propaganda. Have you got a 12-string? No, I've only got 3 basses, man. It's not about how many strings you got, it's how you use them. No comment. I'm screwed either way, man. What do I think sounds better by itself? Electric guitar or bass? Good question. Bass, because I'm a bass player. But I think they're just different, man. I think it's like comparing apples and oranges. Um, you can't compare the two. It'd be like saying, do you prefer saxophone or trumpet? They're in the same ballpark. They're just different. Be right back. Nice mental health talks. Yeah, on a script. Hey, mate. Did you have a normal scale 5 before the fret? Yes, I did technically. It was a LTD. I'll be back and got to eat. Yeah, please eat some Primus. Did you have like with that everybody dance? Dude, I haven't had time to practice apart from my own stuff. Like I started my new practice schedule last night. Where is it? There we go. I've actually got to go back into the aspect of fretboard memory, which is interesting. There's a humbling moment for you. There's a what's it called, down to earth moment. Sometimes when we don't look at theory as much as we should, we can memorize it, but at the same time, it's one of those things where if you don't use it, you lose it. So I've got to brush up on that. It'll only take me a day or two, make sure I've got it all down because I play so many majors, pentatonic, and minor scales that sometimes when it comes to if it was a live scenario, I'd be fine. But I kind of go, oh yeah, how long you been playing? About 20 years. When I go, oh yeah, Lydian, mixed Lydian, I'll be like, hey, what is it? Like if I play like D Dorian, I'm just like, oh yeah, whatever. Mexican seafood. I can't remember how Mexican seafood goes, man. Let's have a look. You're talking about like some very niche Nirvana songs, which is good. Mexican seafood. You played it last night. Oh, I did. You're absolutely correct. I did play that song. Yeah, that's right. I was down at Hustle. No, I didn't play that bit. I remember that bit. So that's why I need you here, Dark. So there's tons of times I say, I think it's been like 3 times, tons of times is an overstatement. But where I'm just like, Dark shot, I don't know if I did this. Did I do this or not? 6 spaces are really good for building fretboard confidence. Yeah, it depends. It depends. Like, I think the thing that I look at is 5 strings is not a equal number. You know what I mean? So the whole, you kind of lose it there. Whereas if you got 2, 2, 2, because I view scales in groups of 2. Like if I've got C major, right? And then here's a guy who said you were playing for, Brett Gannon, Mr. Bretty Boy. Actually, I don't have one of his hats here. But essentially what happened was, there was another drummer playing with him at the time. And so Brett's a professional musician. That's what he does. Does it multiple times a week, all the rest. And he's not really on social media, which is a foreign thing these days. And when they said, oh, you know what, he wants to play festivals, all the rest of it, I was like, well, this is weird. This is a very weird scenario because there's no social media of this guy really. There's not a lot going on. Whatever. Anyway, I met Brett. It checks out. He's a professional musician. The drummer we've got now, which is a different drummer, is also a professional musician. He's in Mason Rack. If you want Mason Rack Band, they're fantastic. And then, yeah, they got me. And I've had offers to join other bands and all the rest of it in the meantime, but I've got a full-time commitment to Brett. So we'll see. It'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be good. But yeah, that's the thing too. Like working with people that are already professionals is a lot easier. I've had opportunities to be like tribute bands and such since then, but I've already committed myself and try and be a man in one word as much as possible. Hey, in a bass lesson right now. Hey, Jack. Gary, how you going? What's that? I like that the finish on that top it's gone glossy. That's exactly right. Just there, you can see it really well. Up there, it'll probably get glossy down here too. I'm good, my friend. The guy in the band that I would be in if you're ever looking for a game, look him up. Wait, who? Who are you talking about? You cried. Why are you crying? Now we're talking about mental health. How you? I'm great, man. I hope you're doing well. Send me a link. All right. Mexican seafood. I cried because it's the band I want to be in. Oh, I bet you is it Inhale the Sea? Inhale the Sea are the best band in the world. Or they were. They definitely don't exist anymore. Do you ever play stupid songs? You know what? I was actually thinking of like Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo the other day. You're about to tattoo someone. Was the last tuning you can go on bass? Not sure. Can you do what Led Zeppelin did? Hey, Stevie. I just realised who it was. What Led Zeppelin? I've been thinking about getting a tattoo. That's Will's bit. Alright, hang on. I've got someone very important messaging me. Who's messaging me? Kira. Drop C is pretty low. Yeah, but that's lower than drop C, you know? Will should treat. Yes. Okay. I'll check him out later. Is there anything by him I should be looking at in particular? Kira. Kera. Hey, bro, I had sleep well. Was this live since that day? Yes. Right. Yeah, we got Kira messaging. Why is Kira? Kira is my friend. Kira is my friend. I've actually posted pictures of Kira on my Instagram. So all right. No, it's a different live. It's the my mate said back country. Do you mean back country woman? Is that by Led Zeppelin? I'm very confused. Do you record with plugins or physical gear or both? Always. Oh, actually, hang on. It depends. Technically, the Dark Glass Anagram is physical gear, right? Oh, a friend. Why is that? What was it called? Country women. Let's have a look. Country Heartbreaker. I've never heard it. Is that an actual song? She's model. Kira is the model on Flexit. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. So, yeah, Kira is... I haven't got anything to show a picture of Kira right now. I've got too many pictures of Kira. Yeah, if you go on my Instagram, there's... On the highlights, there's a picture of like a dagger or a sword or something. Anyway, if you click that, that is Kira with the dark hair. And the blue eyes. You ever tried EADGC? No. Wait, do you know how to play... I don't know, Dominic, fuck. We need to message Kira before we do anything. Hey, Kira, I'm playing bass, so be quiet. I dislike you. And we say, geek. Exclamation mark. Done. Hell, we're having a look at this Country Women song by Led Zeppelin. I've never heard it in my life. I've got no idea what to expect right now. Is this an actual song? Hey, hey, mama, what's the matter here? Hey, hey, mama, what's the matter here? You tell me that you love me so. You had to love me more. Let me go. Hey, hey, mama, what's the matter here? You have to be a total disgrace. You stay on it. Okay. Beer in my face. Hey, mama, what's the matter? That's all right. That's how I'm down on Hey, yo, baby, why you treating me mean? Lot of in that, Jake. If I feel like you did, tell me I was again. Hey, mama, why you treat me mean? I think it's more than hey. Yeah, it revolves around two notes, essentially, the G and the C. How can your bass have 5 strings? Sorry, I don't know much about basses. So, it has 5 strings because it's a 5-string bass. No, it's just G, D, A, E, and then it goes to a low B. Right, that note there, that's the normal bass. That's the extra one. What was that? Seasons by Talisman? Never heard it. Yeah, Kira is my arch nemesis. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like she's just basically family at this point, you know? Bet the GNC. Yeah, it was just GNC essentially. My glad. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'd never heard it. I haven't listened to much Led Zeppelin. Stays on the seat. Very reminds me of 80s in a way. Good one. He does this every day, I guess. I do it, dude. I've been doing tons. I'm going to gigs this weekend. The reason I don't have any gigs this weekend is I have have recordings on Tuesday. I should be practicing those songs for Brett, but I'm currently not. But I can show you the Brett demos. That's not going to matter too much. Lee Van Cleef. I won't play Climus. I won't play Primus, my friend. Not big on him. Wait, I don't want Instagram. I want Facebook. Well, there. What's going on? Where's Brett? Bretty boy. Any slap? There you go. There's some slap bass for you, my friend. What's your most costly bass? Technically, it would be the Black Eagle, because they're so rare. But I didn't pay that much for it. Just technically, if I was to sell my basses, it would 100% be that. All right. Hello, how you going? Bruce Violet. How you going, my friend? How do I find pinned media? Hmm. You want to search? No, I need to find pinned things. My favorite Australian band. What's your favorite Australian band? Never. Maybe one day I will. Maybe one day I will sell it. I'm not sure. Too many puppies. Why is Too Many Puppies coming up so often at the moment? What is the hardest Ross you can play? Probably Ross from Friends. If I had to have a guess. That's the only Ross I also know. Anyway, here's Brett singing. While you're chasing your dreams, think the world. You've got to go into the studio and record this stuff. Next week. Everything with the truth of it. NX, what's that? I've got no idea what that is, sorry. You'd have to give me more details. Ross! Face your pride. Gotta let it go just down. Second, probably the headless that's in front of me. Stevie, do you want a drum kit? You just want bass. This is the third. Third what? Yeah, that's correct. No, I can't buy you one. You buy me one. Whole band. Serious about what? Whole band. You need like. What's it called? What's the word? You need soundproof, like the wavy stuff. I'm having a bit of like. What's annexes? Yeah, right. Thanks, mate. Actually, one of the things that's an interesting thing. See, people think that my eyes are fake. I don't know why. They think I'm wearing contacts. Sound baffling. That's the one. A song. Yeah, but who's it by? They said time heals all wounds. Yeah, Darkside's probably seen people say, "Are your eyes real?" Said time heals wounds. Beggars can't choose. Last love's fall. Yeah, hello, Bruce. I didn't know you were still here. Yeah, I don't know what that people think they're contacts for whatever reason. I can't read out what Kira just sent me. Kira? No, I can't read that. That's terrible. That's not good. I'll let her know. I can't read that on the screen. I didn't know better. I see you love again. That's it, it's bad. Everyone, no, I'm not mean to her. You should read what she wrote to me, man. They say the smokes will kill you, but don't compare to a broken heart. Come on, bro. Pretty much when I'm in the studio, I'm going to be going like this the whole song. Yeah, my partner has blue eyes. Opinions on pics. All right, let's talk about it. I think you're a really good placer. Thanks, mate. So, I typically use thinner pick. However, sometimes I use 3mm picks, you know. Sometimes I use 6 to 7mm picks. You know, it just depends on the day. So there's nothing wrong with using pixel base. What's the best thing I can play on bass? Changes by the day. I feel like everyone in Australia has blue eyes. I do, my sister does, my dad does. Oh, no, not everyone. I think there's more brown eyes. We can find out. Thank you. You're awesome. You're welcome, mate. I can't even remember what I did. Okay, so average eye color Australia. Most common eye. All right. Brown. Aha. Dark side. You suck. It is 70 to 80% of people have brown eyes. Right. I feel like you're an expert on Nirvana baselines. Not really. You try the Ibanez JTC picks? No, I like these kind of things. Matey, hello Adam. How you going, my friend? Those were made by my business. Eye color percentage. I like how I'm like, you know what? Today we're going to talk about your mental health. Now I'm just like, hang on, what color is Australia using? Yeah, my partner probably has a mix between like a bluey grey color. You know, I used to think blue eyes were most rare, but apparently green eyes are. We're finding out. We're finding out. God, do I have a life? Blue eyes make up 8 to 10% of the population. They considered a genetic alteration occurring around 6,000 to 10,000 years ago. In blue-eyed people, the black layer of the iris has a brown pigment. The front has no pigment. The front layer of the iris and the fibers interact with light and absorb some of the longer light rays. As a result, the eyes appear a blue color. People with blue eyes should get millions of dollars and are super attractive, unlike people with brown eyes. People with blue eyes are also really good at bass. I'm just reading the study. People with blue eyes should people with blue eyes should be given millions upon billions of dollars. Reading lies. I'm just reading the study, man. The only thing is no blind you. Huh? Do you have religion? What's religion? Everyone's saying they got green eyes. What a horrible thing to say. Blue eye propaganda in the big 2026. What percentage of people have green eyes? According to my vision organization, the percentage of people that have green eyes in the world is estimated to be 2%. Bunch of freaks. They are the most prevalent in Ireland, Scotland, where 86% of the population has blue or green eyes. Wow. Wait, the percentage of people that with grey eyes is around 3%. Yeah, my partner's like that greyish, bluish colour. Yeah, right. My dad asked what you Hang on. There was an actress who had purple eyes naturally. I can't remember her name. It was probably my ex, Margot Robbie. My ex-girlfriend, Margot Robbie. Like a religion, you can look up what religion. What is a religion? I have no idea what you're talking about. Religion. Meaning. Do you mean religion? So brown eyes are rare and to be. Brown eyes are the most common, mate. We talked about this. My dad asked what you should do after you pick up the bass. Depends, man. Kind of like the four thing. Do that. It's a good warm up. There is a Mexican girl in town with dark hair and green eyes. She looks amazing. Yo, hey mutation. I want to buy Ibanez BTB 4-string. What do you think of it? I reckon you should buy whatever you want to buy. That's it. I mean religion. Wait, so what's the question? Are you asking if I'm religious? Is that it? I saw someone with black eyes, like black. Hello, Lixie. I think Liz Taylor had. Who's Liz Taylor? The BTB is a killer bass. I do like the BTB. What is the most difficult line that you play at the very moment? I don't know. It changes. Yeah, I'm asking if I'm religious. I don't think I've ever said this publicly. I was going to make a joke then, but I won't. Is your low string? So this is a B. An actress with purple eyes or something. So, yes, I am religious, but that's a whole big discussion. That's an odd question to ask. It's okay. It doesn't bother me, but I've never been. Actually, I think I have said it publicly a few times. I just don't talk about. Sometimes you'll see me wearing Christian t-shirts and stuff like that. Kira just said to me, update on Kira. Kira said, are you more esoteric or orthodox? Very much non-denominational. Hope your bass strings break. What? Do you believe in Jesus? Yeah. Yeah, like, Jesus was a historical figure, but we're not going to go too deep into it. What made you play bass? I was good at it. Yeah, like, we'll start there, like, without getting into the religious side of things too much. Like, I am pretty well versed on such things. Ugh. So these are two little books I got. Me Christianity by C.S. Lewis. I'm not going to shove it down anyone's throats, but I'm just talking about it. And On the Christian Life by John Calvin. Fantastic books. So technically, yes, if we do want to have an open and honest discussion, yes, I am very Christian, but I'm currently non-denominational. I don't attend church or anything like that. But there's a lot to go on there. What's with all this? Exactly, it's about bass. I got a question. Do bass? We can use cabos. You know, it just depends on the context, my friend. You know, you could. Oh, the thing is, the back of this bass is extremely slippery, so it's hard to get anything across it. Play Wonderful. That wasn't it. Am I Tim Henson of bass? No. What's good amps for Ibanez? You should try some. Go to your local shop. I'm not gonna play that. Wait, did you say you just did a show? Any bass strings ever snap? Yeah, I've had that happen. Do 4. Oh. That neck is painful. Huh? Okay, Kira, we've got a Kira update. She said, stub your toe, step on Lego. Then she said something about my pants on stream. See, Kira's meaner to me than I am Kira. It's not a good time. It's a lot of hate-filled. That's painful. That is painful. She wishes me nothing but the worst. She does not like me at all. Excess. Okay, let's find out. Hey. Oh, hang on. Hey. Why do... Hey, we'll find out why she doesn't like me. Any tips on getting a new guitar? What's your favorite color? Black. Tips on getting a new guitar? What are you looking in the... What are you looking in the department? Fan of chords? Yeah, dude, I am. But it just depends on context. That's interesting. Get a Univox high filter. Alright, we've got a Kira update. I asked her why she hates me. Was it easy to learn basics? Not too. Oh, at the basic level. Kira said I'm a dog. Always hating on me. That's not true. Calling her chopped, chungus, chud. Okay, that's fair enough. I do call her chud. That's fair. You are a chud, though. Alright. What do you think sounds better, electric guitar or acoustic? I like acoustic. I have a soft spot for acoustic. We have a bass battle with Dave 5 If he sends me something, I will. What's it called in English when you use one finger to press multiple strings at the same time, if that makes sense? Like a bar chord. Like, can you do Matt Garrison four finger technique? Like that. What should I do after being able to go for... What should I do after being able to formulate... Yeah, I don't use it too much. If I go to do four notes, I go down, down, up, up. Do an upstroke. But I can do that. How many guitars? I have 4. So I've got 1, 2 basses outside, there, and another one. Then I've got more upstairs. 4 string or 5 strings, doesn't really matter, but typically I use 5s. There's a few songs in like the country band where I need that low B, which was quite alarming to me. You should do a video of you reacting to Radiohead I'm a Creep. I played it the other day, actually. Or Jump Between Parts. Stevie, I got no